Hello, welcome to Win Some Loosemore. My name is Dieter and you join me for a mechanisms video where I take you through some of the ideas and concepts within board games, try and explain them as best as I can, give you some examples of games that use these ideas that you may want to check out yourself. In a previous video I introduced this idea of an abstract game or an abstract strategy game and said there were a couple of different types. I'd just like to take a look at one of them today, which is the taking your opponent or capturing style of games. So the example that I gave that most people know is chess. This does exactly that. It's an abstract game on a grid. Typically these things are, and all your pieces move differently. Why? Who knows? Your opponent has the same as you, and your job, your aim within the game, your objective is to take your opponent's king or make it impossible for them to move. It's more of a stalemate, but a checkmate in this game is when you have put them into a position that you can take them next time. You can take that piece and there is nothing they can do about it. If they were to move to a different place, another piece of yours would take it. So that's your objective of the game. Why? Who knows? Abstract. And it's a very strategic game. People spend their lives devoted to understanding how this game works, and it's a very popular one because you can get better and better at it, and theories are written about it, and all this maths goes into understanding it and playing it. I'm not very good at it, and I don't have necessarily the mental capacity needed for the enjoyment of this game. I slightly prefer things like drafts, which, yes, there's probably a similar amount, but all your pieces are uniform and all move in a very similar way, so actually there's less thinking to do. But then within the realm of these new modern games, if you like, there are some really good examples of games that take this idea but put it in a way that might be more accessible, or try and add a theme to it, or whatever it might be, for people like me who want to have a more relaxed fun than chess perhaps gives me. If you love it, great. If I was better, I might like it more. But I'd just like to give a couple of examples of games that use this, do this really well. And the first one is one of my favourite games ever at the moment. It's a two-player only game called Onitama, which is very similar but a very shrunk down version of chess. Rather than 8x8, it's now 5x5 grid, and you only have two types of pieces. You have your apprentices and your sensei. They've set it in this Japanesey type theme, but again, the theme doesn't really matter. It doesn't particularly inform anything other than the names of everything. So instead of your rook, or what do people call that? I don't remember, but we call it a rook castle. There you go. Can only move orthogonally in as far as they like. And your bishop can go diagonally and all those things. Instead of each piece having a movement, there are a set of cards. The game comes with 16, but each game you only use 5. And those can be attributed to any piece, and each card shows you ways that piece could move. And so it might give you 2, 3, or 4 spaces. It shows you where your piece is. The lighter square on it is where your piece is, and then the other squares that it colours in are places you could put your piece this turn. But the trick to this is, the strategic bit of this game is that you actually only ever control 2 of those cards. 2 moves are available to you on your turn. Your opponent has 2 of them, and then the 5th one is off to the side as a floating one. And so whenever you take a move, you actually discard that card to use it, and then you gain the one that's off to the side. And so now the one I discarded is the one that my opponent's going to get next turn. And so not only are you trying to, it's got 2 ways of winning, either taking their sensei, their king, like chess, or getting your king to their home base. So it's got 2 ways of the capture or take rule. But you're now not only thinking about how do I do that, but how do I stop my opponent doing that? What am I giving them? Am I giving them the move that's going to make me lose? So you're not only thinking about your own move, but you're having to think about your opponent much more, which again, other games, if you put in the time and thinking, ask you to do. This one's just much more clear, much simpler in demanding that from you, going, well, I'm going to move this piece here, but now I've given them the card that will allow them to take me next time. So what do I need to do? Maybe, and there are some games, because you're using only 5 of this deck of 16 cards in the base game, it might be that there's only 1 card in the whole game that has any diagonal moves on, and so you want to hold on to that maybe and set yourself up for this move that your opponent then can't do anything about because you've got that card. And every game feels different. It could be 5 minutes long. I suppose the longest we've played is about 15 minutes, but it's one of these ones that you can just do again and again. We usually do best of 3, because there's the slight possibility that the shuffle of cards just makes it a little bit luckier that the other person starts with a particular setup. I haven't found that to be the case, but maybe if we did the stats it might show that. I doubt it, but maybe. So we play 2 out of 3, and it just works really well, and does seem to be that mental battle that wins it. There isn't really luck, because everybody knows all the 5 cards. Everybody has the option of playing either one of them. There's an equal approach, but having to think that through just works really well from us. Only Tama is an excellent one for this capturing mechanism. There are also many others that I've just never played. The Duke is a popular one, which is that similar kind of going against your opponent, attacking type thing like chess, but the way the tiles work is different. War Chest looks like a beautiful one with chips that you pull from the bag, so it's a similar approach to the almost a dudes on a map type thing, but it's in a grid and you're abstractly going. There's the whole GIPF series that I do, GIPF series, with the little, they look like sweets pieces. I should throw up some pictures so you get to see. I've not tried many of these. I might like them, given that I enjoy a casual game of chess. I love Onitama. I like these style of games. I just haven't found ones that are especially accessible. And abstracts, you kind of need to find people that like abstract games to play with you. And so if there's not a great theme attached to it necessarily, or something aesthetically beautiful, Onitama is beautiful, big chunky pieces, if there's not that kind of draw, it's sometimes hard to get people involved in wanting to play it. So I haven't tried them, so I'd love to hear in the comments your suggestions of these capture or taking style abstract strategy games that you have tried. I'd love to hear other abstract styles that you know of. I've only really done these videos on a couple of them, so any more categories of abstract strategy game, I would love to hear that as well. If you want to stay connected with us, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon so you stay updated when we put out new content. And do follow us on social media. We're on all the usual platforms: Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Just search Win Some Loosemore, you will find us. I'd love to hear from you. I'll be back soon with another video, and I hope to see you there. Thank you very much. I've been Dieter for Win Some Loosemore. Goodbye.